Welcome to the Full Dive Gaming Podcast, bringing you a full dive of all the news, discussion, and insights you need for virtual reality gaming. This podcast is brought to you by Asterion Products, a top-selling company on Amazon. They design great products for VR and AR, including their Asterion Aura VR headset stand. I'm Jay Bratt. I'm a YouTuber and streamer.
I'm Nat Bratt, a VR lover who enjoys being a VR fry cook.
Tonight we have a very special guest all the way from Brazil, Cammy VR, Beat Saber lover, Instagram sensation, and amazing person. Cammy, tell our listeners a little about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here with you. And well, about me, I am a VR lover, of course. I'm a Beat Saber player. I'm very addicted to this game. It's like, it's crazy for me. I really love this game. It's my favorite one. And I'm creating some content for my Instagram, for my VR profile. I really love to share some gameplays of my favorite VR games there. And well, in like real life, I run a music school here. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's so cool.
that's what I do. And yeah, that's it, guys.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't know all that about you. I knew about the Beat Saber. I knew you're a VR lover. And when you said that, I just started thinking, one of these episodes, we should probably have a VR hater on the podcast.
Ooh.
And just see what it's like from someone who doesn't like, because we bring on all these people that love VR. Maybe we should get a hater. Well, we're super excited you're here. We told the Discord you were going to be here. We got more questions than ever.
Tons of questions.
Nice.
Tons of questions.
That's nice, guys. That's nice. I feel excited.
For everybody out there listening, we're here to keep you up to date in the VR realm. We answer a lot of questions apparently tonight, and we talk about new VR news. We discuss the games we've been playing. If you haven't seen our YouTube, come see Cammy in person here, hanging out with us live, or if you're watching us on YouTube, take us on the go anywhere you want to go. Cammy, are you ready to get grilled with questions here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crud Nation, first question was, what was the first thing that made you want to try VR?
Actually, the first thing was a friend, because I was in Chicago. I've made a very good friend there, and he had like an Oculus Go, and he asked me like, oh, have you ever tried this virtual reality? And I was like, no. Okay, let me try this. And then I just fell in love with that, because the first thing that I tried was that affected manner. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And then I just had to come back to Brazil with a Quest 1. I just have to buy that. So that was my first experience, and I really loved that.
Oh, that's awesome. It's always nice when people share. And actually, I don't know how often you're in Chicago, but that's where our sponsor Asterion is based, out of Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're hoping to go visit them and hang out sometime.
Yeah, I want to go too.
Yeah, we should set this up. We should just all go hit the VR spots.
Yeah, please.
Yes. Well,
take me with you guys. Yeah, please.
We're setting it up. It's happening. Chicago full dive meetup. Everybody remember that.
Yeah.
Hold us to it.
Shave Dog has a lot of questions for you. One, what do you unwind with in VR that's not Beat Saber? So what's your other game? What's your other go-to?
Okay. I really like to play Walkabout Minigolf. Mm-hmm. It's very relaxing to me. I think it's very realistic, and I have a lot of fun with this. And I think that one of my favorite is Drunken Bar Fight.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yes, I just think like I get my stress off with that. I release some stress with that. I really like this. And I'm also playing like some other games like Yuki, and I really like to go inside Outspace and VR chat sometimes. But basically, I think that Walkabout Minigolf and Drunken Bar Fight is like my favorite from this last weeks, at least,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned their VR chat. Have you played any of Horizon? It's like Facebook's version of VR chat.
Oh no, guys,
No,
not
no, no.
yet, not yet. And I feel very bad about it because I really have to try that. But
Yeah.
I've been so busy this last month, and every time I go like, okay, I have to play some VR. I always play Beat Saber first,
Yep.
and then I say, okay, let me play some Walkabout Minigolf or Drunken Bar Fight. And sometimes I'm even taking my headset with me, my Quest, to my music school so I can play there on my break times, you
Nice.
Oh,
know?
that's smart.
Yeah.
You're sharing it with
So
everybody. I like it.
yeah, but I really want to try this Horizon. I have to try this, but not yet.
Yeah,
I
I think
didn't
that's
even know it
fine.
was like started yet.
I think it might still technically be in beta, but I think anyone
Oh.
can get into it, or at
Oh,
least anyone who can prove they're an adult. I don't know how that works.
oh,
Uh,
Well, I
okay.
want to try it now just to laugh at it.
uh, well,
I'm sure
the
it's great.
reason I brought it up is because one of the questions from Shafe Dog actually was talking about recently Horizon did this thing where those personal space boundaries like VR chat has and stuff, they made
Okay.
it mandatory. You had to have it
Oh,
in
that's right.
Horizon. You couldn't turn it off
Oh.
because they were trying to like keep people safe from harassment and stuff. So Shafe Dog wondered, have you ever had an experience where you feel like those bubbles are necessary like that, or you were thankful they were there? Have you ever thought we need more boundaries in VR basically?
Well, I've never had this situation where I felt like harassed or something like that. Of course, sometimes I go into VR chat and there are always like crazy people there
Oh yeah.
talking a lot of crazy stuff or dirty stuff. But I really don't care, you know. I'm there for. I really don't care. I just have fun, and but in Outspace VR, that it's like uh, similar to VR chat, but I think it's like more adult. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have this bubble there, and I think it's very useful, not just thinking about harassment or something like that, but for example, people who are shy or have like problems with anxiety, you know, because I'm a little bit shy. So sometimes I felt like I was feeling overwhelmed
Mm.
talking to a lot of people inside Outspace, for example, because in VR chat, you just have fun. You see a lot of people there, like kids and teenagers and everything. So, you know, fuck, you know, I'm just there for the fun. But in Outspace, you have those events, you have like
Mm.
meditation classes or singing contests and everything. So I've never felt like I want to have this bubble, you know,
Mm.
but I see that maybe it's useful for some people. So yeah, I think it's a nice thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's good to be able to turn it off. And now I believe Horizon has made it optional, but at first they said everyone was going to have it. And people weren't very excited about that because people don't want to be forced to do anything, apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
We had one more question. It's kind of a weird one, but because we talked about football on the podcast a couple weeks ago, and Nat here said it's boring. We're talking about American football, not
Okay.
what we call soccer. So, what do you think? Is American football boring? Is what Shave Dog wants to know.
Well, I don't think it's boring, but
So
I'm not a
diplomatic.
fan also, you know? Yeah.
It's not boring. It's just bad. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's not boring. I just don't watch that, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Do you watch football, not American?
So,
Not actually. And
uh,
guys, I'm from Brazil, you know? I should
uh,
be like a football fan, a soccer fan, but no. I just watch some games on World Cup and that's this, you know? That's it. I don't really like this, but yeah, it's fine for me.
Yeah, I'm
yeah, we
not big
can't.
into watching sports either. I feel like it's more fun if it's live. When it's on TV, it's like, meh, you just watch it
Yeah.
to know what's going on.
Yeah, I've never been in a live football play, so I don't know. Maybe I would enjoy it, but no. To watch it on TV, nah, that's not
Yeah.
for me. You know, I prefer to be with my VR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we got a question from Theron from the Scuttlebutt podcast. Theron said, "Did you play a lot of games before VR, or do you still play non-VR games at all?"
Okay. Well, I have an older brother, so I grew up playing some video games because I was always playing with him. But I was not like addicted to video games, you know. I really enjoy it to play with some friends and with my brother. But I feel so different about VR because I feel like I'm actually addicted to VR. But I don't play any other video games nowadays. I just play VR. And
Yep.
even because all this life of working and everything. So
Mhm.
every time I have some free time, I'm always with my Quest, and that's it.
Yep. I fully
Yeah.
agree. That's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of VR, JR Warbs wanted to know, when it comes to VR games, what would you prefer? Would you rather have a VR game with really good graphics, but it's not super fun to play? Or do you think it's better for a game to have okay graphics, but be really fun to play? So is graphics more
Yeah.
important or just gameplay?
Yeah, for sure, just gameplay.
Yeah.
Because if you have amazing graphics, it's nice. You go like you can play like once or twice. But if you don't have a nice gameplay, I don't think I would play a game just because I think they're like okay, amazing graphics, you know. I really love the gameplay. So for example, this is what I like about Beat Saber because I think that it's awesome gameplay for me. I mean, for myself, I really love that. And I really like those graphics too. So, yeah, for sure, the gameplay is so much more important.
Yeah.
That's a really good
Yeah.
point. Like if it looks really pretty but it's not fun, then you go in once or twice and you're like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, you just get like, okay, I'm amazed with those graphics, but I won't play like more than twice. You know? That's it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah.
our last question comes from the king of awkward questions. PlayPSVR, the podcast, asked for you to answer this question. Who is more handsome in the traditional sense, me or Brad Pitt? So for those of you who are watching the podcast, I'll put the pictures up here that I put up to compare. We've got a picture of Alex from PlayPSVR. We've got a picture of Brad Pitt, not his best picture. And we've got a picture of Adam. So what do you think? Do you want to
Adam is
just tell
also
us
from PlayPSVR.
do you want to tell us who you think is the best, or do you want to rank from best to worst here? What do you want to do, Cammy?
Well, first of all, this picture of Brad Pitt, I mean, it's guys, fuck. This is not a nice picture of him, definitely. I just feel like he's looking like Tom Hanks on Castaway, you know. It's just fuck. Definitely not his best picture. So and well, I'm pretty sure he's not a VR player too. So I will go.
Minus
I will
points.
go with yeah. So minus points, yes. So I think I will go with Alex and Adam.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
They're going to be bragging about that one forever. They both got told they were better looking than Brad Pitt. Oh my goodness. The questions that came in this week, I want to say thank you to everybody for the questions. They were fun, especially that last one. That was just a little ridiculous, but hey.
Yeah.
We got
Love it.
VR news to talk about. We got to get back to something a little more serious. But first, before we tell you about the VR news, we got to tell you our sponsor. You've got to know them by now. Asterion Products. They make beautiful VR headset stands. They make headphone stands, VR mats with more new products coming. Check them out on Amazon. If you use code FULLDIVE10, you can get another 10% off. Now, I got some big Quest 2 news that comes from last year, 2021. So there's a research firm that looks at all the sales data and comes up with these facts and figures. They're not always completely accurate, but they're usually pretty close. And they have said that 78% of all headsets sold last year, AR, VR headsets, were Oculus Quest 2s. What do you think? Is that a surprise, Cammy? I mean, you bought a Quest 2 last year?
Yeah, last year. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I have a lot of friends that are getting Quest 2s right now. So here in Brazil, it's not something so popular, but I have a lot of friends that are getting into virtual reality, and I think it's pretty fun.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Best with friends.
I feel like it makes a lot of sense because like the Quest is the least expensive
Mhm.
headset. So I feel like it's just kind of obvious. Like, of course, the least expensive one is going to be the one that, and it's wireless, you know. But I think the price
Yep.
point is
Yep.
what's getting everyone into it because it's accessible. You know, more people can afford that rather than a PC headset that's expensive by itself. Plus, you know, you have to have that fancy schmancy PC, or I guess the other option would be like PSVR, which is super old now. So
Yeah. I think the price is a good thing because
Mhm.
actually I have a friend in Australia. She sent me a message some days ago telling me like, oh, I've heard that people who has like a Quest in Brazil is like rich. And I thought, and I was like, no, I'm not rich and I have a Quest, you know? So the price here is good too. So I think that's why virtual reality here is becoming more popular because it's not that expensive anymore. It's not like, for example, a PlayStation 5, it's so much more expensive here than a
Mhm.
Yeah.
Quest.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I prefer my Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty easy to get a Quest in Brazil if you want to get one?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy.
Mm.
We have some communities here, VR communities. They have like sellers inside these communities. So I bought mine. I bought with a friend, and he sent me in 2 days. I was with my Quest, you know.
Nice.
Nice.
Super easy, so it's not hard. And my friends are getting quests all the time right now because I'm also showing my quest to them.
Yep.
So
Yes.
every time every time I show my quest to them, so they okay, I'm going to buy one.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's what we've done a
Yeah.
whole lot too. We're like, we gotta show you this. And you gotta buy it now because you just can't live without it.
Yeah.
And it's gotten so much easier, I think, with the
Yeah.
Quest and that price point, and it's wireless. It's gotten so much easier to show someone it and get them to buy one. Where it
Yeah.
used to be, if you showed them your PC VR, you showed them your PSVR, it was this wire, it was all this work, it was all this money. It was a lot harder to convince them to get one. Where a lot of people, you tell them, I mean, here in the US, you can get a Quest 2 for between $200 and $400, depending on if you want to buy it new or used or refurbished. And so it's pretty easy. If you play someone and you tell them, okay, you can go get one of these for $200, a lot of people are going to go do that on a payday when they're feeling rich and want to get something cool. It's so much easier to get into VR than it used to be.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, some of the other facts that they came up with for big news for the VR industry as a whole, they said the AR VR headset market grew by 92.1% year over year. And that's compared to 2020, which was a pretty good year for VR because the pandemic started. Everybody was stuck at home and needed something to do. So I think we're really hitting our stride as an industry where it's really going to start taking off. What do you think, Cammy? Right now, you are the person who has the Quest 2. You're showing it to all your friends. Are you going to be happy when all your friends have one and you can play with them? Or are you going to be a little sad that you don't get to like show it to people anymore? You don't have it be brand new to them.
Well, I think I'm getting happier with that because I have more friends to play with, you know.
Yeah.
So, for example, multiplayer on Beat Saber, I'm actually having more friends playing with me, and that's super cool because, like 1 year ago, I everybody was, "What is this game that you are playing?" You know, they were so surprised with that. So, but now, no. I have a lot of friends that are coming to me like, okay, let's play some mini golf. Let's play
Yes.
some Beat Saber. And I feel happy about that. So, yeah, I think it will be good to have all my friends with quests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more
I
the
really like
merrier.
this. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love seeing where VR is going right now. It's obviously I'm invested in it. And so I'm very happy to see. They said, according to them, and this isn't news from Oculus, this number may not be perfectly accurate, but they said it sold 8.7 million units in 2021, which is a
Whoa.
lot, you know?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And half of that came during the holidays. So that means
Oh,
just this
wow.
holiday,
Jeez.
just this holiday, a lot of people got into VR for the first time, which is really exciting.
Yeah, and actually, during all this COVID shit, it was so good to have a Quest with me.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I would be like crazy without my Quest because I was just inside my home without seeing anyone, without seeing my parents or friends, and well, my Quest was like my best friend.
Yes. Yeah, you
I was
good
doing
time.
that all the time. Yeah.
It's a good way to escape what's going on in the real world.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh. Well, you're a big Beat Saber player. You play on the Quest and you play a lot of custom songs, it looks like, from your Instagram. Do you still follow when the new song packs come out? Did you play any of the Fallout Boy pack? Were you excited about that?
Yeah, I actually played all the maps already, of
Nice.
course, because yeah, the songs are good, the maps are good. They have those new notes and everything, and it's kind of I'm getting used to that because I feel like I'm an old school player. I'm an old school Beat Saber player, So sometimes it's confusing me more than helping me because I feel like the first time I played these new maps, it was nice because I felt something similar to Synth Riders.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, but and yeah, I think the environment of this new pack is very good too. So yeah, and I already have like my favorite maps of Fault Boys.
Ooh, what are your favorite ones?
I think it's like This Ain't I Sing because this song is amazing. So
it's so
that
good.
is pretty good too. And I really like to play Immortals. I think those two, and yeah, Centuries, but those two, I think it's like my favorite already.
Oh
yeah, those songs are really good. They have good moments where you can feel really cool.
I feel like I'm inside like a show, like let's smash those cubes, So yeah, it's pretty good.
We got to play a little bit of the Fallout Boy. I didn't get to go through all of it like I was hoping to before it happened. But Nat, what were your thoughts on it? You played some of the songs too.
Yeah, I really liked that it feels like you're in a show because it's like the scenery is like you're at like or you're like in the concert. You're like on the stage and there's like pyrotechnics, like fire going off on the sides, which is really cool. I did kind of find like I thought the maps were kind of easier than usual, or they were almost kind of like the difficulty level of the first song packs, I felt like, because I went into expert, and which I usually do expert, but when it's a new song, sometimes I don't get through it. But I thought I got through it pretty easy, and I'm like, is this really expert? Because it seems kind of easy.
Yeah, you go, girl.
Where do you start on a new song pack, Cammy? What difficulty do you start on?
I go right through Expert Plus, but because I really like that. Okay, let me try the hardest one and let's see what happens.
Right?
Yeah.
So did you fail? Did you fail any of the songs in Expert Plus, or were you able to just do them all?
Yeah, I didn't fail. I finished them all.
Nice.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice. And I just played on Expert Plus. I don't know how the maps are on Expert, for example. I really have to try this. But yeah, I really like those packs, but I feel that I'm so into the custom songs.
Yeah. The other ones just don't come out fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know. I played custom songs for a long time when we first got a PC finally, and I was playing Beat Saber, and I miss it. It's just a little more trouble for me to like get it installed and keep the mod Saber set up and everything. So I don't do it as often. But every time I go to play Beat Saber, I think, man, I should really have the custom songs again, because it can get a little old if you don't have unlimited songs, you know.
Yeah, and I feel weird when I play, for example, the original soundtracks, the first packs. You know, I just feel so weird. I feel like I feel actually stupid because I can actually play some very hard maps on Keystone songs. But when it goes to the original soundtracks, I don't know. My mind is like, I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's like they built those maps, you know, like they are a little bit old. I don't know. For example, I don't feel like I don't feel the same with the Fall Out Boys pack, for example. But the oldest songs, I don't know. I
bet they're just too
actually
easy.
play them.
I bet they're just too easy for you because you do all these really hard songs and then you go back to this and you're probably just going too fast because you're like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I find it hard sometimes to go to like slow songs and I mess it up because I'm like, I want to go fast. So I'm like, oh, oops, dead.
I feel like I'm a little bit anxious playing those maps.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking like, okay, I'm going faster than I should go. So I don't know.
Yeah, that happens. Sometimes
advanced songs.
You see the note spawn and you think, okay, I have to swing this fast to hit it, and you just swing completely ahead of the note and you don't hit it at all. I bet that happened too. Because when I play multiplayer in streams, we'll go expert plus, usually kind of back and forth because people who join the stream can't all do expert plus. But if I play 3 expert plus songs in a row and then we switch to expert, or especially if we switch to like a hard song, I'll mess up more because I'm swinging too soon and then I'm just past the note before it's even reached me. So it is hard. It's hard to bounce around difficulty levels, and it's hard to bounce between custom and non-customs because they are mapped differently. It's definitely different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And I'm so into custom songs because I get bored to play the same maps. So I'm always changing the maps I play. I'm always trying to find some new maps. So yeah, but I really enjoy when it comes out like a new pack, a new music pack. For example, the Fall Out Boys or the Lady Gaga one. I enjoy it too. But every time I play Beat Saber, it's like, okay, let me get into my custom songs because I really love them.
Well, yeah, we're getting pretty hard into the games. So let's just move on to the game section. We got to talk about VR games that we've been playing lately. But first, we got to tell you one last time, Asterion Products. If you've been listening to this podcast and you still don't have a stand, go to AsterionProducts.com. Check them out. You can get $5 off any order, $19.99 or more, with the code FULLDIVE. Or you can check them out on Amazon, use code FULLDIVE10. But they have the most beautiful VR headset stands that light up and glow, and they are awesome. So, Cammy here, you sent in tons of games that you've been playing. Of course, your top ones being Beat Saber, Walkabout Minigolf. I want to hear about Walkabout Minigolf because I actually just got a code for this game, but I haven't played it yet. What am I in for?
Okay, so I'm a newbie at this game too. I'm not playing this game for a long time, but I think it's pretty fun because first of all, it's very realistic. So, for example, first time I was playing like so strong, you know, that I was missing everything, and yeah, so you can find there, you can get your avatar there, then you can choose which map you want to play, and you can find like some balls inside the game, some hidden balls. You have to find them, you know, so you can unlock some harder levels of the same maps. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm always playing that for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I think it's a nice game for you to chill, so you can get relaxed.
Did you ever play the like mini golf games on the computer back in the day?
Oh no.
I used to play these like mini golf games on the computer where you would just like position yourself and then like I don't even really know. You like move your mouse or something and it goes bloom. So I was just wondering if it's like that. I'm guessing you actually like move because it's VR.
Yeah.
Are there like fun little things? Because like mini golf sometimes has like, I don't know, water things or I don't know,
traps or windmills that stop your ball, stuff like that.
Stuff gets stuck in sand.
Yeah. you have it all, for example, the last time I played, I was always throwing the ball into the ocean, and I was like, fuck, I'm playing this with the same strength that I'm playing Beat Saber, I have to. But I'm actually getting better at the game. I won. I actually won the last gameplay. Yeah, finally, guys. But yeah, you have those traps. You can see harder maps. It's so much fun. I think it's my favorite game besides Beat Saber, of course. But I think Walkabout Minigolf. You guys are going to have fun.
Yeah, we gotta try it. I'm getting excited now because I at first was like, I think I was focusing on the golf part and I was like, golf, boring. But mini golf, I've played mini golf in real life and it's pretty fun. So
yeah, it's pretty fun.
Of course it'd be fun in VR because it's more like life.
Yeah, I actually think we should play it together.
We should. Yes. That'd be fun. Yeah. You'll beat us and we'll be terrible and it'll be great.
No, I don't think I will beat you guys because I suck at this game. I'm learning how to play that, but it's very fun. You guys have to try that.
Yes,
you're playing it fairly often. What happens when you get in? Do you play single player? Do you play with random people, or do you wait till you have friends online to play with?
Well, I'm playing with friends. For example, you can create like a room. I think I'm not sure, but I think you can have like 5 players.
Okay.
So you can just create a room and you can play with your friends. So yeah, it's very nice.
Have you ever played with random people?
No. I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure you can play with random people, but I didn't try it. So
sounds scary to me.
Yeah, because it's not just like Beat Saber, that you go there and you listen to some music and let's go, let's smash some cubes. It's just you are there with someone, you are talking about life while you play mini golf.
Right.
So I think it's better if you play with your friends,
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Cammy, have you ever played a game called Myst? It's an old puzzle game, but they brought it back to VR on Quest.
Oh no, I haven't tried this one.
So it's a really old puzzle game. I think it's from like the 90s of early computers. It was like a screen and you had to click on something and it was a puzzle game. It would take you through this island, kind of mysterious.
So mysterious.
Walkabout Minigolf has just announced that they're partnering up with them and they're going to make that island into like a Walkabout Minigolf course.
What?
Wow!
That's so cool!
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram. They're going to do some work here. I don't know how involved. I don't know if it's going to be just one little map of part of it or if it's going to be a lot of it. I don't know. I just saw this announcement on Instagram. And so I was pretty excited about that because Myst it's a tough puzzle game, but it is a very beautiful island that it takes place on. And so, yeah, I'm pretty excited myself.
That's really cool because I started playing Myst and it is very difficult.
It is.
And I had nostalgia for it because I used to play it, or my sister used to play it, and I would watch her play it. And it was so cool and mysterious. And I was like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. And so I was super excited. It was in VR, but then I was playing it and I'm like, I am stuck. So I'm just going to be done. But that would be really cool if it's mini golf and you're just around the cool island. That'd be great for people like me that aren't that good at puzzles.
Wow, that's nice. I really want to try this.
Yeah, I'm
You guys
excited.
just made me curious.
You might have to go look up some footage of Myst after this, at least see what you think of that. You might wait for the mini golf though, because I think that'll be a lot more fun than actual Myst. Myst is hard.
Okay.
We've talked about several games and we've touched on a few things earlier in the podcast. You were talking about alt space and stuff, but when we were kind of chatting, getting this podcast set up, you told me that there have been times where you've gone into alt space for like actual real life events and things. And so I thought that was something that'd be really interesting to hear about for our listeners and us. Kind of tell us, what are these things you do in alt space that aren't just games and fun, where you see people socialize or even have big life events in VR?
Yeah, Outspace VR for me was like some crazy stuff happened to me in there because first of all, first time I was into Outspace was with a friend who lives in Ecuador, and he was going to sing in a singing contest that happens inside Outspace. It's called Live and Local. And he was like, "Oh, Cammy, you have to go there because you run a music school, so you have to be there to see if I'm singing okay, And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." So first time I was there, first of all, I felt so shy because, first of all, my English is okay, but sometimes I lose myself in some sentences and everything. So I was talking to a lot of people and a lot of like avatars, and I didn't know like, okay, how was their ages or how they look like and everything. So because I was just a solo player, I was playing Beat Saber all the time alone, and then I first of all I felt shy, but that's okay. I saw my friend singing and it was pretty good. It was a nice experience because it was my first time there. But some weeks later, I was there with a friend. He built some worlds inside Outspace, and suddenly he told me like, "Oh fuck, Christina passed away." And Christina was the hostess of this Live and Local, this event, this singing contest.
Gosh.
Yeah, and she passed away at the beginning of this year. And this friend of mine, Matty Boy, he built like a memorial to her inside Outspace.
Wow.
And I was there with a lot of friends, and it was so sad, because it was like I was just thinking before it, I was just thinking, okay, virtual reality is so much fun, all those games, but suddenly I just realized that I was crying with my Quest on, and it was a crazy experience for me. And to see so many people who really loved her. I saw her there like once or twice. She was a very nice girl, and but there was like a lot of friends of her there talking about her going onto the stage, talking about her, talking about experience with her in VR, and yeah, that happens like in a Friday. I think it was Friday. And on the next day, a friend of us who is really famous inside Outspace, everybody calls him Tony Stark because he's the Iron Man of Outspace. He built some worlds there too. And he was with this pneumonia, I don't know. And he was at the hospital. He was in a coma, and the same friend, this friend of mine, Matty Boy, he built like a prayer world, so we could go there into Outspace to pray for Tony, and it was like my second experience, and I was again crying with my Quest.
Wow.
And it was like, okay, in a Friday it happened with Christina, and then on Saturday it was happening with Tony, and I was like, fuck, I just can't deal with that. It was so overwhelming. And then after that, I just couldn't turn on my Quest for like a week because I didn't want to play any games. I was just, okay, let me get some other stuff to do because I really don't want to play anything. But thankfully, this friend of mine, Tony, he's okay. He's very, very good right now. He's healthy and everything. But it was very overwhelming, It was a different experience for me. And I was just playing Beat Saber before that. So yeah.
You got a very firsthand experience of how powerful the technology can also be. We talk a lot about gaming and the fun we have on it, but it can be used to celebrate the life of someone that we remember, or even for people to go back and relive moments. These people who have actually already done VR films and documentaries and things, we lose these people, but we have them, we can go back and see them in 3D, and it's so new. I think a lot of us don't know how to feel yet about that. I saw an article about this one development they did they recreated a person's child that they had lost in VR, and the person got to see their child there, and there of course are people on both sides saying this is amazing and other people saying this is not healthy, and whether, no matter how you feel, you can't deny that this is an extremely powerful technology that we're going to have to start thinking about, how do we use it more for good and more for positive change, because you've seen it can do that. I mean, I can't imagine the power of getting together with all these people and talking about someone, or having a prayer group like that, and just, you're all over the world, you're completely disconnected, but yet you can connect in this real moment. So I think those are very powerful stories to share. And I want to say thank you for coming on and sharing them, because they're also tough stories to share.
Yeah.
It's not like saying, hey, I love playing a game and having fun. It's it's tough.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Cammy, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on the podcast and to hear about this. People are going to hear this episode and they're going to go, I need to see more about this girl. I need to go hang out, be their friend on social media. So where can we send people to come find you?
Guys, first of all, thank you so much for having me here with you.
Yes.
It was such a pleasure for me. I had so much fun with you. And I have my VR profile on Instagram. Yep. People can find me there. Cammy VR, Cammy_VR, and I'm actually starting a YouTube channel too.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
yeah, and it's Cammy VR there too. So
yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, very exciting. And you're thinking about getting on Discord, but you're not there yet.
Yeah, guys, I feel ashamed about that. I really have to go into Discord. I promise you guys, I'm going into Discord.
Well, when you do, you can come join the fold out. It can be your first spot, so you can kind of work your way in, learn what Discord is like. Because Discord's a little unusual. If you haven't done much with forums or anything like it, Discord's kind of its own thing. I still am learning it myself. It's not like every other social media or website out there. It's very different. So you can come join, and then all of you out there, if you're listening and you want to, come join the Full Dive Discord. We're there. Cammy will be there at some point. You can come hang out, give us questions for the future, weird questions about Brad Pitt and things like that. Whatever you want to ask, we'll do our best to answer it. And you can also provide suggestions for where we go, what we play, and what happens on the podcast. Chat with us about things VR. But we got to say, we want to thank you so much to all of our patrons out there, everybody supporting us. If you're already listening, consider watching. If you're already watching, take us anywhere you want to go. And Cammy, one last final thank you. You've been such a pleasure to have on the podcast.
Thank you, guys. I had so much fun with you. Thank you very much for having me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys.
This was so fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And remember, if you're out there and you're about to get into VR, just dive on in.